Hello and welcome to another Rock Climber Life video. I am your host, Jeff Stafford. Today we get to look at the next evolution in ultralight gear, the Metolius Ultralight Chalk Bag. Alright, so a couple weeks ago Metolius sent me some of their new gear, and one of the items was this ultralight chalk bag. And when I took it out of the box, I was actually amazed. This thing is really, really light. It's made out of a parachute material, like a really ultralight nylon, like a runner's jacket or some type of material like that. And their motto, or I guess their tagline about this new product is that people have worked for decades on perfecting ultralight ropes and carabiners and cams and other gear, but nobody's really paid attention to lightening a chalk bag. And I think that's a really interesting approach because it's very true. Sometimes you pick up some other chalk bags and they can be, for a chalk bag, it's kind of heavy. But this thing is really, really light. But at the same time, it doesn't lose any functionality, which I appreciate. I was afraid that at first it may not be easy to use, but it's actually really easy to use, and it's turned into one of my favorite chalk bags. So they have some great colors here, just kind of a gray and bright yellow. It has a real solid closure on the top with a small drawstring and a small little keeper here. So you just open that up and it opens right up. The inside is kind of like a fleece or chamois material, similar to other chalk bags on the market. Has a double loop here for the chalk bag belt, which is included. That's a nice thing that I like. A lot of manufacturers don't always include a chalk bag belt. I think that's a must these days. I think all manufacturers should include a belt. And actually this belt is pretty unique. It has the extra piece where you adjust the size. It's kind of clipped in and built in. So if you want to make it bigger, you just pull this down and it gets bigger. And if you want to make it smaller, you just give it a yank. Really small buckle adds to the ultralight characteristics of this chalk bag. So not hard to use at all. Just clip it in. It's a small buckle like that. On the side, it has a brush holder, a little elastic brush holder. So as you can see, it kind of holds all the similar features of other larger and slightly heavier chalk bags, but it's in a great ultralight package. I've really enjoyed this chalk bag, and I think it's really cool. And on the inside, I use Metolius Super Chalk. They sent me some Super Chalk, and I've actually been using Super Chalk for years. I think it's a great chalk, and it also comes in at a great price point. I think that's, there's something to be said about chalk that isn't overpriced. I mean, because it is just chalk in the end. So that's about it for this chalk bag. It's held up great. I've climbed with it for a few trips now, and it doesn't have any cracks or rips or anything like that. So I think it's going to hold up to the abuse quite well, even though it's a light material. And overall, it's a great chalk bag. So I recommend you check out the Metolius Ultralight Chalk Bag. And with that, this has been another Rock Climber Life video. Be sure to check out the blog, rockclimberlife.com, for more. Thanks for watching.